My people, I see that throughout this week we are trying to progress and we are trying to figure out new ways of handling stuff and to do better. And that is good. But I am also seeing a lot of anger and rage and hate. And the problem with this is that it gets you nowhere. I'm seeing that we did not learn from past history, from our Black history. We are repeating a vicious cycle that got many killed a long time ago. I see we finally made it to the police station to protest. I see that there's been influential Black leader speakers come out to protest and speak, and that's good. I was just thinking last year that where are all the Black leaders? Where is all the influential people? There's not so many. Most of ours were killed back in the day. And the ones we have now, there's not so many. So that's good. I'm seeing more people trying to come out as Black leaders, as influential leaders. I send out a precaution. Be careful who you follow. Not all is good to follow. I have yet to see someone that's taking a look at all the past leaders and their movements and what they were trying to do and trying to get accomplished and picking the good from the bad out of each. I have studied them all. There was good and bad in all of it. I am saddened because I see hate, racist hate. You all do not seem to understand that this is not the times that it was when Black power was enforced before. This is not that era. This is not the time for that. That is why I called forth love power, because Black power had its goods and its very bads. Black power enforced, it brings hate and anger and rage. You all are mad, but you all are mad at the wrong people. You all are angry because this cop shot this white cop for whatever reason. Who really knows why, what the circumstances were, but you all are mad because this white cop shot a Black boy, or because they do brutality. There's bad and all, but you all are mad at the whole cops, every cop. When I know a lot of cops that just want to go to work, protect and serve, do the right thing, and make it home to their families at the end of the night or at the end of the day safely. Some of you all have cops in your families and you know cops. But because a white cop shot a Black boy, now we all are outraged. It was the tip of the iceberg. But why not a couple weeks ago? Was it not the tip of the iceberg when a Black boy shot a Black boy? Why are we not outraged then? Because then who do we have to look at but ourselves? It's very easy to point the blame at other people. Like I said before, I write spoken word pieces. And I have a piece that I wrote 2010. And it's called Who's the Blame? Because we need to take a better look at who is the blame for our current situation. I ask one favor of each and every one of you to take a good look and to see who is to blame for you. Back a time ago, we tried to blame the white man for putting us as a people in what we call the white man's land. Many have died and fought for our rights to make us all free to be who we want to be. One man most important than any, who died on the cross so our souls could be set free. But now I feel this land can no longer be white, because if you look and see, our president is black. So now I say, who's to blame? We as a people like to blame the white man for the ghettos, for the drugs we see, the liquor stores on every corner. But for the life of me, I cannot see why. For it is not the white man who I see getting high. It is not the white man who I see spending his money on that liquor. It's not even the white man who I see on the corner pushing that reefer. We as a people like to blame the white man for the guns. But when I look around, the white man is not who I see shooting at everyone. We as a people like to blame the police for harassment and brutality. But who do we blame for our own stupidity? For we know the laws of the lands, and yet we still choose to disobey. For it is not the police who I see filling the jails every day. We as a people like to blame one white man in particular for the economy. But it was our own lack of voting who allowed him to rule for 2 terms, you see. We as a people were slaves a time ago, bound by the white man's laws and demands. But a time ago we were set free and given back our equality. Now, my people, you should see that your minds are still in slavery. I say all this to save my people's beloved minds. I say all this out of truth and love, because we each make choices that will affect our lives. For after looking at yourself and you do not like what you see, the blame can only now be on you if you do not succeed. And that is just what it is. It's real talk. It's time to stop passing the blame. It's time to stop making excuses. You are tired of living in the ghetto. You are tired of stop living in the ghetto. Stop being in the ghetto. I speak to the mothers because I am a mother. I speak to the women, black, white, Latino, whatever. I speak to all of you. I speak to the men too. I speak more harshly than men because y'all need to do better. But I do speak to the women. These are your sons. These are your daughters. You gave birth to them. I gave birth to 2 boys. I'll be damned if my kids are out here running the streets the way some of these hoodlums are. That's what they are. They're hoodlums. White, black, whatever. I don't care. All those people rioting and stealing stuff, what did that do? You know who was out there rioting? People who did not have to be at work in the morning. People who did not have to provide and make sure their family was taken care of. Because the other people were at home sleeping so they can get up in the morning, go to work at Walmart, Target, Quick Trip, all these places that you burned down. And I see so many racist, black, white, both sides coming out. Well, those weren't our businesses. Those weren't this. That's corporations, all this other stuff. Do you know how much money Walmart puts back into a community each year? How many jobs they provide to people of all races? Target, Quick Trip. I worked for Quick Trip. Do you know how many jobs they provide? What do you mean? The ignorance. It's unacceptable. It's 2014. It's unacceptable to still be ignorant. It's uncool to still be niggas. I require that you do better. I require that you all make better choices, better decisions. I require that somebody goes and gets a handle on their kids. I speak to the mothers. These are your children. You all get mad when the cops lock them up, but what were they doing? Now, I'm not saying that all cops, that there is not racial profiling, and I am not saying that sometimes cops, there's ignorance in all forces of life. But you all get mad that it takes them so long to come down to the cities, to the south side, to whatever, Ferguson, to respond, because they want to get back home to their families and they do not want to deal with ignorance. Getting shot. It works both ways, people. The issue is not the police. The issue is not black and white. It'll only be an issue if you make it one, if you dig it up. You can dig up hate, anger, and rage that people fester. I know many white people that I've never had a problem with. I've actually hardly ever had a problem with cops or anything. I've seen some racial things. I've seen it. I've been around it. I know about racial profiling. But that's not the issue here. And if it is, then justice will be served. But this is not just. This is not a cause. You all are looking for anything to... Who gets justice for these people who can't go to work now? Do you all go to jail? Do you all do time? I need you all to do better and look at who really is to blame for your current situation, for the way that it is. I say we were set free a time ago. The fact that it is 2014 and we are here again, what does that say? That says we did not do better. We did not learn. The fact that it is 2014 and we are still rioting. You all are angry. You all hate. Rage. I can do nothing with you. Love. Wisdom. Understanding. Growth. Change. That's my movement. That's my mission. I leave hate, anger, and rage to the racists. I call forth love power. And I'm asking you all to do better. Just do better.